In today's video, we will see a couple of drip irrigation tips. So in the first section, we will see how to tap into the drip irrigation main line and provide drip irrigation to a container that you want to add into your system. So this is the main drip irrigation tubing line, which is the 1/2-inch tubing. And what we want to do here is punch a hole right at the place where you want to get the 1/4-inch tubing out. So I'm just using a simple punch here, which is more than enough to punch a hole in this 1/2-inch tubing. And once we're done with that, what we're going to do is use the 1/4-inch tubing. I've connected one end of the tubing to a emitter that you see here. You could use any emitter that you want. The one I'm using is a fan emitter. And on the other end, I'm going to attach a barbed connector which connects to the 1/4-inch tubing on one side. Just like that, you just push in the barbed connector into the 1/4-inch tubing, and then you would connect the other end of the 1/4-inch tubing into your main drip line. And on the other end, you connect the emitter. Now once this is done, all you need to do is place the emitter in the container that you're planning to add, just like that, and turn on the drip irrigation line water supply to test the drip irrigation system. And it might be possible that if this is a new emitter, it might be turned off. So just rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction to turn it on. And this is a fan spray emitter. It's one of my favorite emitters that I use in my container gardening system. It provides a little bit of water all around the container. So once you've tested your drip irrigation line, you are successful at your project. You have successfully added a new source in your drip irrigation line. Now the other tip that we're going to discuss today was actually requested by a lot of users. So this is how I use the soaker hose around my container. So I use a barbed T which is connected to the 1/4-inch tubing. We already saw how to connect the 1/4-inch tubing using the barbed connector to the main line. And what we are doing now is just taking a soaker hose. This is a 1/4-inch soaker hose. Remember not to use the large soaker hose. This is a 1/4-inch soaker hose that goes around your plant. And because it's a 1/4-inch soaker hose, it connects to the barbed connector very easily. So you just measure it out and then cut it to the desired length. And then what you do is attach this soaker hose to the barbed T in a circular fashion. Now the benefit of using a soaker hose is that it waters the container more evenly. It's got a little bit of better reach than just using a single emitter. So this is how you connect the soaker hose using the barbed T. So I know this ginger plant is going to send out a lot of tubers, and I need to ensure that the entire container is well watered. So this soaker hose really does a good job. As you can see here, once the water supply is turned on, the soaker hose weeps all around the container, evenly wetting it in a large area. So I find this option a lot better than using a single emitter, and I'm converting some of my single emitters into the soaker hose system. And this soaker hose system is really good for plants needing a lot of water as well. For example, tomatoes, peppers, they soak up a lot of water. So you can increase the surface area that's watered by using the soaker hose. So you can see the soaker hose in action here. This is around a tomato plant. Now the tomato plant actually needed a lot of water. So what I did is, in addition to the soaker hose, I also added a single emitter that you can probably see here, right there. So it's a very flexible system. You can add multiple emitters on the same system. So the drip irrigation method is a really efficient way to water your plants. And you can use the soaker hose method in different sizes. This plant has a small stem. You can also use it in different shapes. For example, this is a rectangular pot, and I've used a soaker hose which is kept down by some garden pins. So I hope you liked this video. Most of the products that you would use for this project are available on Amazon, and I have provided the links to all the products in the video description. So do check it out and let me know if you use a drip irrigation system, how do you like it, whether you need to make any improvements, or if you have any tips, do share them. And I'll see you again soon. Happy gardening.